Good morning, students. In this is your science class, and today we are going to continue read lesson 6 from the topic microbes. In previous class, we studied teeth, function of teeth, two sets of teeth, kinds of teeth, the structure of tooth, and care of teeth. Now today we are going to start from microbes. Okay, so the microbes are or microorganisms are living organisms so small that we need a powerful microscope to see them. Microbes live nearly everywhere: in soil, water, air, animals, humans, plants, foods. Okay, they grow rapidly wherever they get warmth. Warmth means जहाँ उन्हें ज़्यादा गर्मी मिले. Okay, moisture, food and air. Some microbes are harmful. They cause disease in human beings. Disease causing microbes are called germs or pathogens. Okay, here I mention some important points that some microbes are harmful. Because disease they live everywhere. In soil, water, human, animal, plants, everywhere. Okay, kinds of microbes. Microbes are four main kinds. Okay, first is bacteria. Second is viruses. third is fungi, fourth is protozoa. Okay. So bacteria are single cell, spherical, spiral or rod shaped organisms. Example includes Salmonella enteritis, which causes food poisoning, and Streptococcus pyogenes, which causes sore throats. Other harmful bacteria can cause disease like tuberculosis, typhoid, pneumonia, cholera, plague, and okay. Viruses are parasites, which mean that they can survive inside the cells of other living things. Viruses are smaller than bacteria. They cause very infectious diseases such as chickenpox, measles, common cold, flu, polio, dengue, and conjunctivitis. Okay, viruses are the smallest of the microorganisms and can only be seen with a very powerful microscope. Fungi. Fungi can be of many different sizes, ranging from microscopic, such as yeast, molds, to the microscopic, such as mushrooms and toadstools. Some common diseases caused by fungi are ringworm and athlete's foot. Protozoa. Protozoa are single-celled microorganisms larger than bacteria. Common protozoans are Amobia, Plasmodium, and Trypanosoma. They can cause disease such as dysentery, malaria, and sleeping sickness. They can also be useful for example in the treatment of sewage, where they eat the harmful bacteria, making it safe for disposal. Okay, and some microbes are useful too. There are many useful microorganisms around us. Some bacteria help plants absorb nitrogen from the soil, change milk into curd, produce vitamin B and riboflavin in our body, help in the digestion of cellulose in cattle, help to separate fibers or jute, hemp and flax, help in the decaying of dead plants and animals. Okay class, this is the summary of your chapter. Now read full lesson and try to find out the exercise. Okay, and we will meet in next class. Okay, thank you.